Hey, welcome inside our Los Angeles studio alongside Kendrick Perkins, Brian Windhorst, Michael Wilbon. I'm Malika Andrews. The Kings, they lead 58-51 at the half, but our colleague, Bob Myers, he asked if we could provide any clarity on the shuffle that has been going on in the Western Conference tonight. So if we could, producer Demetrius, pull up the standings here and take a good long look, because let me explain. The Suns, they jumped from 8th all the way up to 5th tonight with the win. The Pelicans, they fell from 5th to 6th with the loss. The Mavs from 6th all the way to 8th. The Kings, you see them right there in 7th at the moment. The Lakers and Warriors 9-10 respectively. The Clippers, they will fall to 4th with a loss tonight. Mr. Wilbon, what are you watching most closely?
You got to watch the 7, 8, 9, 10, right? I mean, you have to, because there's such attractive teams that are down there. But plus the 4 in the middle where the clog is, that's not going to change. We're going to do this every day. New Orleans loses a home game they shouldn't lose to my Bulls. They shouldn't lose that. That's a bad loss. Is that fair?
Yes.
They drop into that, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's crazy.
It's the Stephen A. curse. But let me take a moment to applaud Adam Silver in the NBA for the play-in tournament.
Yes.
Now every game means something, especially in the Western Conference. Again, the playoffs has officially started. And you know who's ready for the playoffs? Sabonis, the big man. And if I'm the Clippers right now, I'm looking at this situation and I feel like, you know what? This is a time I need to capitalize and get up higher in the standings, because if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves, if you're the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Los Angeles Clippers, you do not want the Denver Nuggets with the #1 seed. You do not. If that's the case, they're going to represent the Western Conference.
So the Kings have been in a situation where all the teams around them have been hot. The Lakers, the Warriors, the Suns. And they were sliding. Out of all the teams in the top 10 in the whole Western Conference, the Kings have been sliding.
Yeah.
And I know that Mike Brown went into that break and really tried to get them turned around. They've won 2 in a row coming out of the break. They're playing great tonight. They are trying to respond, and that's what we're seeing in the Western Conference. The challenge on a nightly basis to respond. Now it's the Kings' turn to push.
The Kings have been a little bit confusing because they had a stretch before the All-Star break where they beat the Denver Nuggets, but then they lost to the Detroit Pistons. It just seems like they returned so much of their team. I know they haven't been 100% healthy all year long, but they've struggled to get back to where they were, a little bit of a sophomore slump as a team.
Well, I think with the Kings, right, we know what they're going to do offensively, right? They're going to cut, they're going to move, they're going to shoot a lot of three-point shots. They have a closer in De'Aaron Fox. They got to get their defense right, and that's a mentality thing. They're too athletic, too young on the defensive side not to be a good defensive team.
Well, and when Kawhi Leonard is on the other side, he's going to take advantage of that.
Kawhi Leonard Jordan
throws it down with authority.
In the triangle offense.
I'm on fire. It's NBA,